Okay, viewers, welcome back to Blacktown International Sports Park for the second game of the three-game series between Canterbury Vikings and Baulkham Hills Kookaburras for earn a place in the grand final against Blacktown next week. Beside me, I'd like to welcome gentleman Johnny Kendrick, our third grade coach at Baulkham Hills. John's should be pretty happy. His side advanced through the grand final last week. So welcome, mate.
Cheers, thanks for having me.
That's all right, mate. So on the mound we have Jacob Foster for the Vikings. Behind the dish we've got Willie Fullerton. Third base Brendan Kigman. Shortstop Josh Pearl. Trent D'Antonio at second. Guy Edmonds at first base. Left field, we've got Miles Charby, centre Jackson White, and right field, Jake Burns, and the DH is Blair Turnbull. So, Johnny, you're pretty happy about getting through last week, mate?
Yeah, it's a bit of a relief to get straight through, give some of the older guys a week off. Any niggling injuries gives them a chance to recover and get ready to go again.
And you do you think you'll be meeting Blacktown, or who will they play? They play Ryde tomorrow, right?
Yeah, Blacktown Ryde tomorrow. I
Right.
think it's a bit of a flip of a coin.
Yep.
Two really good teams going against each other. So excited to see how that goes tomorrow.
Very remiss of me in the box of Baulkham Hills. We've got Jacob Eunice. That's a high fly ball, and Josh Pearl camps himself under it and takes an easy catch. One out for Baulkham Hills. Into the box now comes Solomon Maguire.
Nice and warm night out here, probably a bit 29 degrees. Beautiful conditions for baseball.
It's very humid. Actually, John, I've just been up in the scorer's box, and let me tell you, they got it pretty good. Nice and cool. As they should have, the most important people in baseball. Call strike. Jason Spurway behind the dish. Looks like we've got Jordan Taylor at third base, Matt Carter at first base, and Trent Thomas in the field. Don't know much about this kid behind the dish. So if I had my mate Courtney here, he's the man that knows everything about baseball, and he would be able to tell me so. He's just informed me at short notice that he's cut himself off.
For those joining us for the start of this game, Baulkham Hills are up 1-0 in the series. Solo hits one up the middle, should be an out. Nice play from Dan Antonio, rolls at the first, 2 dead for the Vikings.
And with Courtney not here, we won't have access to the chat room, mate, because he's the one that sort of generates all the feedback. So
2 dead, and it brings up the stalwart for Baulkham Hills, Matty Bennett.
ball low, I guess. Look, I'm taking a punt here that this kid's out of their 18s, because he certainly doesn't look like a veteran, does he? Bennett fires one to D'Antonio off his feet, flips it over to Guy Edmonds for the third out of the innings.
Great play. Yeah, welcome back here to Bishop here. Bottom of the first. Going around the diamond, we got Zach Elvey on the mound. Behind the dish, Ranieri. First base, Matty Bennett. Second base is there is Eunice. Third base, Zach Shepherd. Shortstop, we got Clappo. And in the outfield, we have left field, we have Riley Watson. Centre field, Percy. And topping off right field, is that Jack Dormer out there?
Yeah.
Yep, young Jack. I'll tell you a funny story. I think 5 years to the day, Don, we won a grand final here. Jack hit done a squeeze bunt. It was 3-all in the 10th.
Right.
Now he's playing first grade.
I know, mate. Yeah. That's good, though. That's what you want to see, right? Progression. Yep. So, Josh Pearl. How good are you?
Zach Elvey starts us off with the ball low. Had a great season so far, Donnie.
Oh, he's had an outstanding season, mate. You know, for a young bloke that sort of hadn't thrown much first grade at all before he got here, and to think, like, you know, I got to give a rap to young Stancic too. Like they've really been our, you know, the backbone of our, you know, our battery. So no, hats off to him. Yeah.
Is he 17 or just turned 18?
He's 18.
18.
Yeah, 18. Was that an owl, Jared? No. A bin chicken. We haven't got Courtney here to tell us what's the difference. So Josh Pearl draws a walk. And into the batting box, mate, comes probably one of the best base bowlers I've seen, if not the best in State League in New South Wales for a long, long time. He had a season here too at Baulkham.
Wow.
And yeah, gentlemen. Elvey fires that one in for a strike.
Yeah, he's done it all, hasn't he, Don? New South Wales, Australia.
Absolutely, mate. Yeah.
Great guy, great baseballer. And can play anywhere on the field too. Catch, first base, second infield.
And as pitched a bit, I think, you know, as you say, he'll do anything. I don't know whether, and if someone out there, well, I haven't got the chat room open, but I've got an idea he might have played independent ball too, Johnny, at some point in his career. I could be wrong.
Wouldn't surprise me where he got signed back in the day, I think. Funny, two stalwarts out there tonight. Matty Bennett there for Baulkham and Dan Antonio for Canterbury. Probably got a combined games around the 700.
Yeah. Like Kingman's just an absolute legend of the game, right? And I think, you know, Trent will be at some point as well. Fouls that off over behind us. So we've got 2 strikes on Trent. Ball inside.
One thing working with Zach this year, Donnie, I'd say his best pitch is his change-up. He's definitely gone up a gear with that. Not to throw it in any count now, so wouldn't be surprised me if he throws his change-up right now to turn a double.
Got him. I was it Wednesday last Sunday? I saw Rod Tuckwell out here. Yeah, and it's obviously a shame that the Hawkesbury club, you know, has folded because they got such a great facility out there, and like Rod and Julie were just they were the backbone of that club for a long, long time. But But I know how hard it is if you don't get volunteers to help you out. It's a tough gig. And like when we played Winter out there, that's where I first came across yourself. And there was basically him and Julie and Nippo, to be honest with you. And Derek was there too, and Derek did a lot of work around the club. But you just got to keep people coming through. And if you haven't got that, well, unfortunately those things happen.
Yeah, I think that probably goes off to all clubs, wherever they're here today or finished for the season. A lot of this doesn't happen without volunteers.
Yeah,
so big thanks out to everyone out there who puts in behind the scenes.
Out here tonight we see volunteers out there getting the ground ready. And
it was a bit of a shame because I believe they just put the fence out there for Hawkesbury too to make it at major league level.
Yeah. They were good days, mate. We'd play baseball and go to the Royal, I think it was their sponsor.
There.
Good pub, good food.
Good food, yeah. No, I managed to win a grand final out there with Ross Griffiths as coach out there, so big cheerio out to him if he's out there and listening.
Mate, that's two call-outs to Ross Gardner. I shouted out one before, so popular man, Ross. Are we keeping Pearl honest on first base? The bloke playing first base for Baulkham Hills, mate, he had a pretty dirty pick-off move. A lot of people didn't agree with it, but it was magical.
Broken bat
Broken bat.
Zach Shepherd there.
And a double play.
Borko turn 2 gets him
Good
out
play,
of the lead.
Shepherd. Welcome back, guys. So after 2 completed innings, it's 0-0. Baulkham Hills up to bat with Zach Shepherd at the plate.
Nice to have him back from overseas duties this year, Donny.
We sort of got a bit lucky there, didn't we? With him and Wellesley, and we had Alex for a while, but he's on the 40-man Orioles roster, so great to see that. So obviously not not surprised we lost him. But yeah, no. And like their input around the club, certainly Zach's input with the younger blokes has been nothing but outstanding, really. And you'd see that at training.
He's brought that, I think,
I
next
don't
level
get to
of
training that much, mate. Too, but you don't watch a maths or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think both him and Wellesley's have brought the professionalism over there. Even the way Zach prepares for games now, I don't see too many guys do that and want to pass the knowledge on to the juniors.
Yeah.
And he's another guy too, multi-talented, went across first as a third baseman hitter.
Yeah.
Now getting signed as a pitcher.
Yeah. But he's obviously doing something right because they keep wanting him back, so it's good. And it would be got to be close to 5-6 years now. I'm not sure, but yeah. That was a very high fly ball. So a bit of a swap up in the outfield tonight. They've got Percy is up to bat now in centre field, and Solomon Maguire DHing. So Phillips obviously, works something out there, but you lose nothing really because James has played for Australia, represented Australia. So swap one Australian outfielder for another. I guess you're not losing much, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I can't see. Yeah. I said the left-hand, right-hand combination.
Yeah. Oh, we'll try and find out why he did that. The man that knows everything about baseball is not here with us tonight, mate. He's decided to sit down in the lounge. Percival nods his head at that one, so he obviously knew it was all right.
Yeah, and an interesting season for Percy. I think he broke his finger middle of the year and had found it tough coming back, but been another good club guy's worked his way back through second grade into first grade. He's another guy who doesn't complain, gets his ass to training.
No, just do the job, get the job done,
You predicting a low-scoring game tonight, Don, or do you think the bats are going to start breaking out soon?
Well, yeah, there's a pretty good bat line-up on both teams, right? So, that's obviously going to come down to the pitching, I guess. Two young blokes, probably both eligible for 18s. So what an opportunity for them. And Johnny, where did you play your juniors?
I started in Kings Langley.
Okay.
So KL boy.
Yep. I think, it was a few
boys out there.
Matty Bennett started there.
Bennett. You would have too seen the likes of the Stevens brothers.
Yes, it's Chris and Brad. Yep. Well, they both played for Baulkham Hills. And Steve-O, if you're out there listening, mate, big shout out to you and the family. He's had a good year, young Alex Ranieri, mate. Very tough out at the plate.
I thought he's done well with the bat this year. It's tough.
We said it the other night, he batted over 330, and for your catcher, that's more than acceptable, I think.
Correct.
Yeah.
And this is his first full year being in grade two, so he's had to carry the workload. I was only talking
about it before. I think he had a few. I don't think he's first year. I think he played about 13 games last year, so you couldn't call him a rookie to first grade, but he's had a very good year. So.
Yeah. And it's very tough on the young kids coming through, doubling up 2 games a week. Their bodies now, they're entering the workforce. That's a foul.
That's a foul. Bit unlucky there. Yeah. Wow.
And I believe Percy too got picked off stealing the base on Wednesday night as
He
well,
did.
didn't he?
Yeah, yeah,
By a great
yeah.
throw by
Yeah.
Fulton. A wild throw there by Fulton gets Percy to third base.
That's unusual for Fulton. Usually on the money with everything, so bit of luck going Percy's way there. But we got two out. Young Luke Clapson into the box.
And there's a big hole right up the middle. I know a lot
looking
of
at that.
fans can't see this tonight,
looking
but
at that.
shortstop's shifting around right near third base, playing for the pull. Just like a great red wine out there at third base.
Unbelievable play,
Just gets better and better.
Unbelievable play.
Welcome back to Bishop here. Up to bat now is Guy Edmonds. And hasn't he had a great career too there, Dom?
My word he has, mate. And those that were listening on Wednesday night would have heard me say, but Guy definitely had one season. I thought maybe two, but quality player, mate. Quality player. Got signed, I think, by the Rangers. I think. Could be wrong. I can ask his old man. He's up in the stand there, but I will confirm that. But I'm pretty sure it was the Rangers.
I actually was watching the replays of him playing for Australia against the Arizona Diamondbacks, and
yeah,
given some great talent, has a cannon of an arm,
yeah,
and can hit for power. Big boy.
Yeah, he is. As Jack should get this, although it's getting away on him and he dropped it. That was high. That was high. I thought Jack was camped under that. Thought he got it, but it obviously, because he dropped it, got away on him at the end, right? But anyway, that puts Edo in a pretty good position to score.
Yep, Jackson White now
up and Ken Hitt.
Ken Hitt, so gives him perfect opportunity to go in front of game 2. Good shot there by Zach Elvey, but unlucky not to get the call. Just a bit inside.
The chat room's been lit up by the chat room, if you get my drift. Bennett should check. Edo, well played, Matty.
And speaking of greats of Australian baseball,
yeah.
BK's up to bat.
Yeah.
Mate, it's funny going back 24 years ago playing first grade against him, mate. And he's,
did you really?
Yep.
Yep.
Him, that Canterbury back then had Gary White behind the dish.
I thought I saw Whitey had it today, but it wasn't. So,
mate, even a younger Cookie.
Yeah. Percival should get that, but it will definitely score a run. So, in the game of baseball, BK did his job there, right? So the Vikings are up 1-0.
And that's how baseball should be played, manufacturing runs.
Absolutely.
Great hit down. That's going to stay foul. Very unlucky there.
Very unlucky for Jake Burns, mate, but pretty lucky for Baulkham Hills. So they're showing their intention here tonight, the Vikings, which I thought they would anyway. Like they're just, swinging the bat.
And speaking of about Aussies going abroad, he's another
Exactly right.
one just signed to St. Louis.
Did he?
Was it St.
I think it was
Louis
St. Louis. Yeah.
Into their organisation.
I think so. If we had the man that knows everything about baseball on the mic, we'd know. We wouldn't be have to, there'd be no conjecture, John. Burnsy goes down on strikes, but not without putting the run on the board. So Vikings lead 1-0 as we go into the top of the third. Welcome back, guys. So we're heading to the top of the third. Vikings lead 1-0. And for Baulkham Hills, we now have Jack Dormer in the box. Ball Jack's wide present, boys. 3 balls. So no way you're swinging at this, Johnny.
No, he's definitely taking it. He's a baseball brain through and through. Just interesting looking out the field there, Don, again. There seems to be playing the big shift, expecting the Baulkham Hills guys to pull the ball. Ball forward. Jack gets a walk. I think he'll be happy about that after that defensive mishap.
Well, just thinking back to the other night, I think most of our tail did pull the ball. Like Clapson got a couple hits, pulled it down that way. Watson got most of his hits that way. Yeah, so, but I noticed they've shifted back now, so I could be talking crap, John. High pitch, out goes Willie Fullerton and have a chat to him, so. What is that, mate? Who makes it?
For those folks at home, Riley Watson committed to a college in Nebraska.
Cold there, mate. Riley won't have to worry about the humidity of Rudy Hill there, I can tell you.
And old Jake Foster just seems to have just lost it a little bit this dig. Not as sharp as his usual. Two balls, 1 strike here for Riley Watson.
Riley fouls out over the VIP section of first base.
Jack Dormer at first. Doesn't look like a stealing threat, but with a baseball brain, can steal.
Early in the game though, mate, I think. Yeah. But I'm not coaching, so. No, all right, Fullerton threw that, that first one away, but he's not going to throw any more away. So if you're going to go, you want to have wheels and get yourself, a decent jump. So I'm not stealing Jack. There's nothing against Jack. So Watson draws a walk. And that brings us back up to the top of the order. We've got none out. Runners on 1 and 2. Jacob Eunice, who I think batted about 431 for this. 531 for the season. Might do something here in favour of Baulkham.
Hypothetical, Don. If you're coaching here, do you put the bunt on to get yourself out of a double, playing guarantee runners at 2 and 3, or do you reckon
it's a classic double bunt situation, but I wouldn't be taking the bat out of the hands of Jacob Eunice, I don't think. Yourself?
Yeah, it's a classic bun, as you say, but
Yeah.
I'm keeping the bat in Jacob. I think early on the game,
You got to back
try
it,
and get a few
back
runs.
Years, yeah. Although in saying that, though, you put the bun on, you get run and it's successful. You know, you're in the media lineup, so.
And I think maybe the other thing Phil's factoring right now is hasn't thrown too many strikes, so he's probably playing that percentage as well.
Yep. I think a few Baulkham boys started at Kingsland. Trent Schmutter started there, mate.
Yeah.
If you're listening, mate, hope married life's good. All the best to you and Stephanie.
And there's another club that went through the Winter League and in the majors, didn't they?
They did, but I don't know. They sort of. I actually don't know why they. Because you had Holroyd, right, which was nearby and was a, Holroyd was a powerhouse at that time as well. But look, I think most winter clubs were, although maybe not. But yeah, I'm not sure what happened to Kings Landing, mate. I don't even know who ran it. I know Nathan Wright was the coach there, I believe. But yeah, because when they folded, a lot of those Baulkham boys that were at Kings Landing went to Marrickville. And that's up the centre. So Jacob gets into a double play, but puts Dormer into a scoring situation, provided we can get Maguire to hit safely. Canterbury got someone up in the pen. I've got no idea who it is, though. No David Candless tonight, which is a big loss for them. Another quality player.
But such the game of baseball it is, where one pitch can get him out of the inning and everyone forgets the rest.
That's right. Okay, Maguire gets a walk, brings to the plate Matty Bennett. Cool strike. Maybe you get Robbo down in third grade, you might get Bennett back next year. Pardon me. They could probably play in the Masters, both of them now.
I tell
That'd
you
be
what,
some team, eh?
I wouldn't mind getting back Brent Jones.
Tough baseballer, AJ.
Fuck, hands are silk. Unbelievable at shortstop.
Probably one of the best clutch hitters, I think, in my time that I've seen anyway. Tough player. If you're out there, JJ, mate, all the best. Chipping away over at first base at Maguire.
Solomon Maguire turns, takes on his arm and gets pinned. Matty Bennett, though, comes up with a clutch hit. That ties the ball game, 1-1. Welcome back here to Bop. We got Miles Charby up.
We were just discussing that last play where Burns threw Maguire out at 3. We shouldn't be set like this. Is first grade baseball, Johnny, and people should know that Jake Burns, he just signed a contract, right, with St. Louis, and
yeah. I think the other thing, he wanted to be aggressive, but I also think the next guy in the box was Zach Shepherd, who's your clean-up, who's been hitting a bomb all year.
I'd back Solomon in a race with anybody in the league, but in that situation, that's Anyway, it is what it is. That's gone. We move on. So we've got young Miles Charby in the box now. Obviously, I think the man that knows everything about baseball told me he was a Cronulla junior the other day. Can you recall that, Tech Man? Yeah. Chased one outside. That's fouled out over the top of the Baulkham dugout. Comes down. Big thank you to the canteen ladies for feeding us tonight, Jarrett. Yeah. And gave us drinks throughout the women's game.
There's a pop-up that should be taken by the outfielder. Oh, drop, that falls in the hole there. Bit of no man's place, but not too sure how deep Percy was feeling there, but to me that was almost like a regulation catch, I think. I was up there for a while.
I don't know, well, the lights shouldn't come into play, right? They shouldn't come into play. Yeah. The catch that Dormer missed out there, it did drift on him at the end. But yeah, no, that was because when I saw the pivots running back, I thought, no, that's a centre field catch. But maybe it wasn't, But then again, I've always been a fan of Pivot's not running backwards anyway. I had three that did it all the time.
And amazing what pressure or nerves do to you in a game like this. Don, you're up 1-0. Expected,
Yeah.
They're probably coming in favourites, Baulkham Hills, to win this one. But you know, a very deep hitting batting lineup here for Canterbury, batting down to number 9. Blair pops one up. It's in foul territory. Alex Ranieri takes a great catch.
Great catch by Ranieri, who, as I think we were talking earlier, he's been pretty solid there all year. Clanked one the other night, but we actually got out of that. But no, he's had a good season. How's that taste, mate? It is actually.
Back to the top of the lineup here, Josh Pearl.
Big shout out to Shawnee Root, who's just turned up with a few refreshments for us. Much appreciated.
There's Zach Elvey, deals in strike 1.
Tried to tempt him outside, but I think he had a look at it and then changed his mind. Anyway, goes down to the ball. Ooh.
Just misses there, Zach. Probably thought he had it, but falls behind in the count now. 2-1.
Goes outside again. Runner goes. Probably put hit run on there, but he got such a great jump. He probably didn't have to swing at that, did he, in the end? But doing as he was told, I guess, and that's what you want your players to do. So
yeah, you got to back your players.
Young Sharby, he was safe as a bear. Josh Pearl wears one in the ribs. Have a sore spot there tomorrow. They hurt, don't they? Never been hit by one.
Yeah, never been hit one by one either, been a pitcher, but and Zach's not the hardest throwing pitcher as well.
No. Probably he'll have a little red
bit
mark.
Of a tickle for him.
Yeah. Anyway, D'Antonio in the box, 1 out. Runners on 1 and 2.
Yeah, big opportunity here for Canterbury with their heart of the lineup up. For all the games I've seen Trent play, he knows how to work a count. And
Absolutely.
Work that picture. I think him having in the number 2 hole there, Don, almost gives you another lead off anyway.
Does. Yeah. Well, he's a lead off at the Blue Sox, isn't he, whenever he plays there. So. Dawn McCamm's done that one. Make sure of it. So now we're 2 out with Willie Fulton in the box. Dear, oh dear. I just had a bit of a laugh, viewers. I ducked. Let foul ball come back out. Strike 2 on Fullo.
Nice slider there from Zach Elvey. I know Zach's a bit of a smart man too. Don't know, off the field he's going to uni studying engineering.
Mate. Yes, yeah, no.
Come from a good gene pool too.
Yeah. He clanks that one. So it advances the runners. So an opportunity here for Fullerton to put more runs on the board for the Vikings. Is he one of those kids looking to go to college, Zach, or did you say he was doing engineering at uni, or?
Yeah, look, it wouldn't surprise me if he did get picked up by a college, Don. But I was speaking to him because some of his work experience he's been on in some of the jobs we're currently doing at the moment. So
okay.
it's nice to keep him up to speed with that.
You've got first-hand knowledge then, mate. Throws that inside.
Full count here.
You got him. Well done. Good pitch.
Back here at Bop, Zach Shepherd here, top of the fourth.
Oh, top 4, yeah.
Tie ball game, 1-1. Curveball misses, 1-1.
It's a ball outside. Be interesting to see how long, as I said, I don't know much about this kid, but be interesting to see how long he goes. He's been pretty good, really.
He's been good. He's only let the one run in, and that's his job. Just let the batters hit.
That's right.
Anyone knows the game. 3 out of 10 times, if he gets a hit, the batter is a good hitter. So he's bound to fail 7.
Well, looking at the Vikings infield, I certainly know that the third baseman, the second baseman, the first baseman all played for Australia, and I've got an idea Josh Poole's played for Australia too. So, but the man that knows everything about baseball is not with me tonight.
Unbelievable. Great catch there.
Percy that was robbed. Great catch by Pearl. Geez, I might have brought that on by giving him a rap, right? Yeah.
Commentators.
Yeah.
And even speaking of pitching before, I wouldn't be surprised if that do go to the infield. Kingman through last week. Guy Edmonds through in the finals from last year in the mound.
Yeah, well, Guy. Yeah, I'm not really sure, mate. I don't know what they'll do. But right now, they don't have to do anything. Yeah?
Yeah, with great defence like that, backing them up.
Kids doing a good job. As the man that knows everything about baseball would say, there's a Barney Rubble. One short of a slippery nipple. There's a story behind that, viewers, but anyway.
And Alex Ranieri continuing his hot form with the bat this year.
Yeah, no, that was good.
Apologies for that, viewers. Don's just having a mild stroke. Up the bat is Clappo.
She's probably not listening, but a big shout out to Deb Core, who I believe has got a 40th birthday today. So congratulations, Mrs. Core. Hope you're out enjoying yourself. Lovely, lucky Lenny. Hopefully he's taking you out somewhere nice. Went up and watched a couple of the junior grand finals today, Johnny, up at Castle Hill. Hasn't changed much, that place, mate. Still a good facility. And I'm interested to see how their winter league team goes this year, playing out of Knightsfield, because that's obviously an option for us of a Wednesday night. You know, if you know, we can work it out with them, but I guess just to wait and see.
And interesting too with the Knightsfield, all those baseball viewers out there, Donnie, it's a bit short of porch for the hitters to
Mate,
hit it out there.
Like we couldn't afford. We'd have to order bloody double the amount of baseballs we go through now. Just for the viewers, and like, this is probably not just our club, but we go through 30 dozen baseballs in a season.
I think, was it last week just at the finals they went through 3 dozen?
Oh, no, more than that. I think 12 dozen. Yeah, because I had some smart ass text in saying what's how many's in 12 dozen, right? Clap egg. That just bounces foul.
And it's an exciting opportunity for Castle Hill. They've put together a great coaching lineup, I've seen.
Yeah.
So good luck to them for the winter.
Look, it's, you know. Oh, it's a good thing for baseball that they're in. Yeah. Gives us a Hill side in there, Hill's representation. But you might, with it, you might hurt, some existing clubs by taking away existing players who would have that loyalty, say, to Hills, and the coach and staff. But I guess that's the way it goes, isn't it?
Yeah.
The rub of the green, as they say. So I got a visit here from Scotty Podmore. And
doesn't look too serious, does it? Just more. Let's get out here.
A bit of activity in their bullpen, so we'll see what goes here. Just looking down at the man that knows everything about baseball, he looks pretty comfortable down there in those VIP seats, eh? Notice he's had himself next to Sean Reid. Eh? He walked in with a case of, green frogs. Gorma swings at first pitch, lines out to Josh Pearl at shortstop, side away. We're still locked up at 1-0, 1-all, going into the bottom of the 4.
Bottom 4, Zach Elvey against Guy Edmonds. And last time up at bat, Guy Edmonds flew out to right field.
Guy never leaves you guessing, mate, for what he's going to do.
I remember watching the grand final.
That's what you got to like about him. There's a lot to like about him.
There's a lot to I like. I like his power, mate. Big shout out, actually, before I lead in the story, to Wayne Lundgren. Remember Guy and Wayne, I went at it for a winter final. And unfortunately, Guy come up with the cookies that day and put one out at Marrickville.
Cool, save it first. I guess.
Off the bag there, you think they're done? Dragged off?
I would say so. Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about this guy, Don? Jackson White?
He's been around a while, mate. Dave, his old man. There's three boys, I think. Dave, his old man's coached Canterbury, coached Marrickville, I think, for a couple of seasons. Yeah, no, good ball player. Oh, that's a great jump. That was an easy base, mate.
Yeah, and that's just baseball experience there. Guy Edmonds.
Jackson, he's always been a quality player, mate. Quality kid too, so. Did Guy steal that, or did he get that on the balk?
No, he got there on the balk, but he did still.
Yeah,
he was almost there anyway, wasn't he?
The balk. Right, okay, cool. Anyway, he's put himself in the scoring position now. So we get a bit of activity in the Baulkham Hills bullpen. I don't know, but I would be tipping Tom Stanzik. Huh? Well, did his job, mate. And here we are, we've got the same situation we had before, right? Kingman at bat, Edmund or someone on third base. Was that our on third base before?
Yeah, it was actually.
Yeah, so.
One out, he's got another opportunity.
Sackfield fly.
Couple of rubies. And there we go. They intentionally put Kingman on first base.
To get to Jake Burns. It does. Well, it does, yes, and that would be the reason he would put him on for sure. Yep, correct. Burns fouls that out into the car park.
And both clubs having the opportunities early parts of the game. Runners are on, a few left stranded. Jake Burns has another opportunity to put his team in front here. That's a tough catch. Alex Renier took the mask off, lifted up. And ball just got a little bit big on him.
That's 2 strikes, right? Because the scoreboard says 1, but
Yeah, 2-on-1's the count.
very good pitch.
And there's that goes again back to his famous slider there.
Yeah, I think that's his money pitch, mate. Tell you what, this kid's not scared to swing the bat.
I like it. I like seeing aggressive batters when their runners are on.
Yeah, like he got a good hit off Ox the other night, on Wednesday night. Huh? Yeah. Well, we haven't got the man that knows everything about baseball here, mate. Ask us what sort of bat, tell us what sort of bat he's using. That should be a catch. Here we are, back at Bisp.
Riley Watson.
1-1 ball game. Riley Watson in the box. Sorry, Johnny, for cutting you off. I'm used to the man that knows everything about baseball doing that to me, so I know exactly how you feel.
Nah, that's fine, Don.
He's doing a good job tonight, Andy.
The count moves to 1-1. Jake Foster's continuing to deal out there.
Watson gets one through the gap. D'Antonio, geez, I put the mocker on him, eh? Very characteristic fumble there by Trent, but end of the day, Watson safe on first base. We're back to the top with Jakey Eunice.
2 out there for Baulkham. Baulkham Hills wasn't happy about that call, but fortunately that's baseball there, Don.
It is, mate. It is. We're a long way away, but yeah, looks safe to me. But
Solo takes a called strike there. 3-1's the count.
as you should, mate. That was a big hack, Johnny.
Very big hack, mate. I'm just thinking how funny baseball is, where 2 digs ago Canterbury was starting to get their pen busy, and next thing I know they're dead silent.
Yeah. Oh, this kid's been outstanding. Anyway,
Just misses
after
low
all
there.
that, Maguire draws a walk. Into the box comes Matthew Bennett. I don't know. Did Matty play independent ball? Did he go over there and play independent ball? I know he played baseball in Israel. I know he's represented Australia and, you know, everything else. But I got an idea he might have played
I think he
indie
might have
ball.
done a bit of indie ball.
Yeah. Oh.
And back in the day too there, Donny, Baulkham versus Canterbury would have had 2 outstanding studs on the mound, Matty Bennett and Andrew Cook.
Yeah.
Going to get it.
Well, I said the other night that those two would have, like, Matty would have, although back in those days, Matty didn't really hit. He was primarily a pitcher, right? So I sort of I got that a bit, well, I didn't get it mucked up, but I did, because it wouldn't have happened. Pitch out there. Oh, he's right.
He's out.
Oh, he's called him out.
As we said, Fulton only has 1 bad throw in him, and he nails that throw.
Welcome back, viewers. We're in the bottom of the fifth. We've had a change on the mound for Baulkham Hills. We now have Tom Roberts, been an absolute warhorse for this club for a long, long time. So. And Johnny, a fiercer competitor. I don't think I've met many more.
No, I was just about to say, and can handle the bat
And
as
can
well.
do anything, mate. Field, like plays the field in second grade, but we should get that. Zach will have that. There we go. There's the first out.
An interesting fact too. I think he's off about +9 in golf too, Don.
He played. Oh well, he's off 7. Yeah, 7. Plays up at Magenta Shores, and I had a game with him. Oh, I know, a month ago maybe at where Jeremy works at Monash, and very respectable golfer. Yeah, doesn't hit it long, but you don't have to. Just keep it straight, mate. And if you can putt, that's a bonus. This the lead off here, Pearl. I remember first time, well, not the first time Tommy started pitching, but a few years back when we had an all-star game against the Blue Sox. We had I don't know who was going to go for us pitching wise, but it was either Heath Gray or someone like that, and they couldn't make it. So I just said, "Oh well, let's give Tommy a bit of a night out." And from that bit of a night out, he got signed with the Blue Sox and travelled with them for the rest of the year. So that was a good pitch.
Great inside pitch there by Tommy.
That was a good pitch, and he's very cunning out there, mate.
And those who don't know or haven't faced Tom, he paints the corners. He's a very crafty, can throw any
that's the word.
pitch
Yeah.
at any count, works all 4 quadrants. And you know what? The interesting too, he's done a lot of involvement from Guy. Guy Bowen has worked with him a lot through his juniors.
Yeah.
And mate, big shout out to the guy because he's another great guy.
I heard a rumour the other day, speaking of the Bowens, that this is Mackenzie's last year. He's going to retire once his weekend's back, apparently.
I think he's had a big
Big
workload.
Macca, all the best, mate.
Yeah, big shout out, mate. Get ready for the GF next week.
Yeah, what a way to go out if we could pull that off for him. Took one of the best first grade catches I've ever seen at Kellyville one night when we used to play out there.
Yeah, big congratulations to him. He's just finished his chiro degree, I believe. So.
Yeah.
Now you can welcome to the real world, Macca.
Who's that? Yeah.
Two and two out here. Danny Antonio takes first base.
Jeremy to come up and you can interview him.
Will Fulton in the box. takes a called strike.
Great outing by Roberts there.
Welcome back here to Blacktown. Top 6. We got a tie ball game, 1-1. Matty Bennett up and the new pitcher on the mound for Canterbury. Matty Bennett takes called strike. The count now moves to 2-2. Matty Bennett slaps it there to the opposite field. Rounds 1. And gets inning going for Baulkham Hills. Runner at first, up to the dish. Now Zach Shepherd.
Sorry, mate. Got caught up down there. I tried to get...
Zach Shepherd takes ball 1. Apologies, viewers. We just got information in there. Rocky Yates is the new pitcher for Canterbury.
See, that's where we miss the man that knows everything about baseball, Jared and John. He's on everything, Courtney. But no, I'm just looking at him now. He's just decided to sit back and chew the fat with Andrew Lewis. It's good to see Louie here. I've seen him in a few games.
Yeah, the old boy's back and...
Hey? Come to social media pressure, you reckon? Whoa.
Zach Shepherd just gets hold on the one back at the warning track. Caught. This park
that was pretty good fielding by that kid. Like he's parked himself there, right?
He knew the batter.
Yeah. Maybe that's what we should have done the other night with Josh Geyer against Blacktown, right? Park and show the batter a bit of respect, yeah?
Agree.
Yeah.
And we all know that balls don't go out here. They tend
Not
to
really,
tighten the outfield.
No. But we should know by now those who can hit and those that can't. So yeah, enough said about that. We back live now. We haven't left live anyway, but here's Percy. Percy got robbed by a good catch before. Hit the ball hard to shortstop. That's a ball inside. I think I'm pretty sure the man that knows everything about baseball told me that Rocky Yates is a Blacktown boy. How he finished up at Canterbury, well, I guess no one knows. But anyway, he's had a few outings from this year. Purse fouls that out. Fouls that off, sorry, over the Canterbury dugout.
A lot of that sometimes might get back to just opportunities. Blacktown obviously have a very
very true. Yeah.
Awesome first grade team, and
First, not happy with that one.
no, didn't like that one at all. But two outs.
What do you think? Looked all right to me, actually.
I think actually the batter got caught up there, sort of buckled a little bit.
He did, yeah. Anyway, in comes Alex Ranieri.
The old famous saying from Steve Waugh is, you got a bat, you got to use it.
Exactly right, mate. Steve Waugh, what a competitor he was. Hey? Probably one of the best sledges ever. In cricket, was it Herschel Gibbs dropped that ball?
Best one, yeah.
And he says to him, I think you've just dropped the World Cup there, and it turned out to be true. I think it was Herschel Gibbs.
Yeah, Herschel Gibbs.
If we had the chat room somebody could tell me that.
It would have been interesting to hear what he said to Kurt Lambrose in the West Indies too.
That scoreboard's not right, is it? Because he certainly fouled one off.
Yeah, I got 3 balls, 1 strike there. No. That's the end of the innings.
Tell me who it goes with, and I'll just say who it's passed on to.
Welcome back here, the bottom of the 6th. Guy Edmonds up to plate, and we got a special guest in the commentary box. It's the Patamath. Andy Cordy, welcome back.
Great to be here, Johnny. Great to be here.
What's the atmosphere like down at ringside?
There you go. There's a Guy Edmonds beats that throw out from Clapson at shortstop. Yeah, mate, it's alive down there. The girls are having a few pizzas into their season, and I guess it's the start of winter for them. I've just spent the afternoon down at the SCG, down with Uncle Nick. He's just let me borrow his chopper to get back here.
What was the score with the Roosters Manly game? What'd that finish up?
Roosters pretty much pumped them. So I believe Penrith are in front in the next NRL game.
And the Warriors came home with a win today against the
Yep.
Titans.
Tommy Roberts dealing here. That's down into the beerless garden.
I noticed there you had a couple of old heads sitting next to you down there with Andrew Lewis and Sean Reid.
Legends, mate. Legends for the Baulkham Hills Club, Andy and Sean. Talking all things baseball, beer, and pawn shops, I think. Hock shops.
Jackson White there fouls it off.
We've got a 1-1 ball game here, and we are in the bottom of the 6th. We're going deep into this game. Very tight game, and runner goes, and they've got him. And Tommy Roberts gets the experience of Tommy Roberts stepping off the back and getting Guy Edmonds out on the base paths.
Nice play there by Tommy to keep his cool and not to balk.
Indeed.
And that shows the experience between him and Zach, unfortunately.
Yeah, look, Zach pitched a wonderful game, and he's come out a little bit earlier than the other night. He stayed in the game for a few innings too long. When Baulkham Hills, there's another foul ball over, and yes, it's into the beerless garden again. An owl. Yep, down the bullpen for Baulkham Hills we have a lefty. That's James McCallum, it looks like, which would indicate to me that tomorrow's starter would be Tommy Stanzik, as that one is a ground ball to the Red Dog, Matty Bennett, who chests it in front of him like a catcher and makes the play for 2 out, brings the third baseman for the Vikings, Kingman, up to bat. Yeah, Johnny, who's your footy team?
Mate, I'm a Bulldog supporter, so a very rough Friday night for me. There was all this talk about promise to have a good year with a few new signings, and going down to the night sort of hurt.
Robert Steels to Kingman with a fastball down Broadway for a strike.
What about yourself, Court? Who do you back?
I'm a Roosters man. Only because I grew up in the 70s and remember Artie Beetson and Russell Fairfax, Ian Schubert, Johnny Mays. Pretty much half the Australian team were playing for the Roosters. So if you grew up in the 70s in Sydney, you're pretty much a Rooster. Well, yeah.
And what's the inside with Borg Cordner coming back after 5 or 6 weeks, or are they still up in the air with his concussion?
Oh, I'm not sure, mate. Not that close. There's a ground ball to Eunice. He's going to fire it across to Matty Bennett. Matty Bennett with the pick. And welcome back to Rudy Hill. Just got the radar up, and it looks like we'll get through tonight's game. We're not sure how tomorrow will go. We've got a 1-1 ball game with Rocky Yates on the bump for the Vikings. Fullerton in the battery with him. And the shortstop, Luke Clapson, up to bat. Johnny?
Yeah.
What do you know about Luke?
Mate, young lad, great defence. And picked it up in the last couple of games with the bat. I know he's pulled a couple of hits.
Indeed, he has.
Just want to say big thanks to Kerry Jackson, everyone out there tonight for putting on a good show, and all those volunteers to the canteen out there.
Yeah, it's been great. There's a strike down Broadway from Yates. Yeah, the canteen's done a fantastic job this evening, and I know I think Tyler Spiteri, if you're listening in, your rollers in the canteen. If anyone sees or hear of Ty, I think he'll be here tomorrow, but we've left your roller in the canteen. And Johnny Eunice, Jacob's dad, I saw him ordering a cup of tea just before the canteen closed. Clapson grounds one to Josh Pearl at shortstop across the diamond. Oh, wow. He's safe. He's beat it out. The speed of Clapson on the arm of Pearl. And Clapson comes out on top with that one, Johnny.
Yeah, that's one thing we forgot to mention. He is a bit of a greyhound, Clappo. He probably weighs 55 kilos, ring and wet, so can run.
We got a here we go, pinch hitter into the game. McCallum's in for the D. No? Who's he in for? Oh, he'd be in for
I think Jack
right,
Dormer.
Jack Dormer's left the game, so he's in for the right fielder. Liam McCallum, the left-handed bat. And
another very competitive man in the box.
Callum takes one outside to the roars of some of the boys in the Baulkham Hills dugout. Liam's dad, Tim's, got the video camera out down there in the beer garden. Yates deals. There's a grounder up the middle. D'Antonio pops it up to Poole, and there's a double play, and the Vikings made that look easy.
Yeah. 4-6-1.
The dogless D'Antonio gets the job done.
And up to bat, Riley Watson. Interesting barber he goes to there, Courtney, there. Looks like he can only afford half a haircut.
Indeed, indeed. Oh, well.
I guess back in the 70s, they used to call it the short back and sides, wasn't it?
I think so. Yates deals, misses high and inside on Watson, and Baulkham Hills are leading this game. Well, it's 1-1, but they are 5 hits to 3, 1 error on them, and a 1-1 ball game in the top of the 7th inning. So this game's definitely in the balance for both teams. Yates throws a screwball that gets the outside corner.
Yeah, this game's got the making of going extras here, and each team having the opportunities to get ahead, but no one's taking them.
There's a bit of a sinker there. Rocky Yates, he certainly has a bit of a repertoire to his pitches, and certainly doing a good job tonight. Yates deals. Fouled off by Watson. And Yates looks like he's put a little bit of height on. He's put a little bit of weight on. He's certainly filling into his body. He's going to develop into a fine pitcher.
Well, talking earlier there, Court, did he come from Blacktown?
I think so. He's a Hills junior who as he gets Watson down on strikes. Welcome back to Rudy Hill in the bottom of the 7th inning. The Vikings being the home team this evening. are up, and it looks like it's Jake Burns, the left-handed hitter who's been playing right field tonight. He showed off his arm earlier in the game, didn't he, Johnny?
Yeah, caught one right in there, but bit of a round the grounds update. Panthers 14, Cowboys 0.
Into the second half there, Johnny.
Second half.
Yeah.
Do you rate the Panthers having a go this season?
I do. I think the Queenslanders, they're the Queensland Cowboys. I think they're the pretenders of the comp this year. I think they're going to be, what do you call it, the bunny? The easy beats. We'll see how we go. It's a long way to travel to play up in North Queensland. Can be tough on teams travelling up there, but it's also tough on the Cowboys coming down. But in saying all that, there's no JT anymore up there. So
yeah, I have to agree with you there. And
he was missing last year, but they got away with it. But I think time will tell. Robert Steels. Oh, my smoky for the year, I guess Canberra. You'd expect them to. You would expect that. Look, if Ricky Stewart doesn't get results this year, you'd be questioning what's happening.
Yeah, I got them in my top 4 with Bateman back, the hooker, the Englishman.
Yes, yep.
He'll add to another bit of firepower to them, mate. And that's a tough road trip down.
Hodgson, yep. All right, Burns digging in here against Roberts. This is a bit of a duel happening in front of us. Roberts bends one and gets the outside corner and punches. Plate umpire Jason Spurway punches the third strikeout on Jake Burns, which brings up Miles Charby, is it?
Yeah, Miles Charby has been swinging it pretty good. Got a hit off Chris Oxspring on Wednesday night.
Yeah, it's Miles. Saw Miles last night with his younger brother Chase. Roberts paints the outside corner there. It's like the way this pitcher goes about his business, Roberts. He's no nonsense, pretty laid back, but just goes about his work.
Yeah, it reminds me of Franklin's no frills. Just go straight, does his job. There's no glamour, there's no glitz.
How old are you, mate? Franklin's no frills. There's a ground ball over to Bennett at first. He's got it covered.
It's 2 dead here for Baulkham Hills. Bottom of the 7th.
Yeah, I see, Johnny, you're on the green frogs tonight.
Yeah, well, after last weekend when it was 48 degrees, I started to dehydrate. Needed to keep the fluids up, but I did have a big shout out to Ben Spoke, and they were lucky enough to provide me with a crankshaft.
Roberts gets a first pitch strike there. Oh, wow.
So big shout out to the boys down in there in Canberra and Braddon.
It's Blair Turnbull, I believe, going round for 2 strikes there. He's a designated hitter tonight for the Vikings. Roberts tempts him outside, but Blair says, nah, not on that one. Brings the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Vikings are desperate to get a base runner here. Roberts deals, jams him, and makes the play over to Matty Bennett at first base. Top of the 8th inning here at Rudy Hill, and just having a little sip of this bent spoke crankshaft. That is mother's milk, Johnny.
Mate, I gave you the tip. I thought we'd bring one in for you. Doesn't disappoint. The other one to look out for there is their red IPA. But the crankshaft is definitely worth a try.
Yeah, chat room's going well. Chat room's been a little bit quiet, but we're going to go through a little bit of a recipe here. Ingredients: a 1/4 ounce of grenadine, 1/2 ounce of Sambuca, 1/2 ounce of Bailey's. If you can tell me what drink that is in the chat room, you win a 6-pack of bent spoke. Chat room's lighting up.
Jacob Eunice there, take strike one. Wouldn't be surprised if a Shawnee Reid there gives you an answer in the chat room there.
Yes, we're just standing by. A few people, I can see them typing. And big thank you to our technical guy. We've had some feedback. Some people have found the purple button and got into the chat room. Yates deals. Eunice swinging and fouling off. Jacob's due. His old man John is down there with having his cup of tea, and he said, "My boy's due," and I think he is.
Well, his last 2 at-bats, he's grounded into 2 double plays, so he's
He's been very aggressive. I think he could have easily walked 4 times in this game. Been very aggressive. Yates steals, another one fouled off. Yates is going after him.
This is the old young dog going against the old bull here, and the young dog's not backing away.
That's it. Thought you were going to say the old bull and the young bull story. Chat room's come alive with the young bull and the old bull story. A few of them in there giggling away.
Thanks for your comments there, Steve, from Copenhagen.
Stephen Dredge is in the chat room. He's I share that to you, Stephen. Yeah, we're just commenting on the expensive bat boy that Baulkham Hills have furnished tonight. Young Lockie Wells seems to be picking up the bats. Brings the designated hitter, Solo Maguire, into the box with no outs. Jacob Eunice has got his stealing glove on his left hand. Oh, there's a bunt down the first baseline. Pretty to watch. Solo tagged out by Guy Edmonds. Got a little bit of lightning down on the right-hand side. Oh, sorry. It's not lightning. It's flash photography, our technical guy says. Flash photography over on the soccer fields. Shows you how good I'm going.
Yeah, I just was looking at Jacob Eunice's allegedly stealing glove. I thought it looks like his oven glove.
His oven mitt.
He might be putting on a roast, cook him on at home.
Mate, no, they tell me, Johnny's father says he likes cooking scones.
Does he drink tea with his scones as well?
Yes, mate. Yes, apparently he does. And how good are we going? The other night we were looking down in the bullpen and we thought who we thought was a 16-year-old warming up, and they came onto the mound and it was Chris Oxspring. So we were doing real well the other night. We were,
A big shout out to Ox, not been here tonight, I'm sure. Oh, that's him in the chat room now.
Oh, wow. That's not pretty. Well, there you go. Darren Idle has joined the chat room. Cheers to you, Darren. Ball's fouled off by Bennett. A little red dog in the box. It's like a little greyhound that they've loaded into box 1, and the lids are about to open up, and the bunny's on its way.
Do you ever have a bet on the old dish lickers?
I prefer them, mate, because you know why I prefer to back the dish lickers than the racehorses?
Do tell.
Bennett's flied up. Kingman's under it. Pearl's in his way, and it's dropped fair. It's dropped in the infield, and Matty Bennett gets on with the hit. Yeah, look, I've got a big screen TV, Johnny, but it's just not big enough. The horses I back, they're too far off the screen. I can't see them, and I don't have that problem when I back the dogs.
I think Lockie Wells has a horse or has some interest in a horse, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah, he's got a couple there with Chris Lees up in Newcastle. But a couple that I backed today, well, yeah.
Still running?
Well, as I said, I couldn't see him on the bend. That my TV wasn't big enough.
Runners on at 1 and 2 here.
Oh, there's a pick off.
Pick off by Yates, and he's got him.
Jacob Eunice is out at second base. Oh, the dogless D'Antonio backdoored him there.
And that's what happens when you leave your scones in the oven.
They've only got to be in for like a minute too long, and they're overdone.
Good move there by Yates, though.
Who we got? We've got Jimmy Percival in the box.
Gee, that was... And two, let's take a step.
No,
that
Zach
was
Shepherd. Zach Shepherd in the
none
box.
out there too there, Court. With runners at 1 and 2, none out, and now you got one out.
Yeah, look, the cagey D'Antonio came in. There was obviously a signal from Fullerton. They got... They caught Jacob Eunice out. It's a good drop, that, isn't it? There's another rip. It's holding high, and it's out onto the warning track from Zach Shepherd, and he's caught about a metre short of the fence for side away. And...
Yeah, welcome back to Southeast Minchinbury.
Southeast Minchinbury, northeast Minchinbury. Okay, folks, in the chat room we've got Tommy Roberts dealing, and there's a base hit that's gone over the head of Eunice, and Vikings have a lead-off signal, courtesy of Josh Pearl, I believe.
Yeah, that's Josh Pearl, mate.
Brings Trent D'Antonio into the box, the left-handed hitter. Now, chat room's had a few people, and they've been a bit off the mark here with this cocktail that we're asking them to name. It's a 1/4 ounce of grenadine, 1/2 ounce of Sambuca, and 1/2 ounce of Bailey's. If you can guess what cocktail that is, you win a 6-pack of bent spoke crankshaft. D'Antonio's fouled out to Zach Shepherd down the third baseline for the first out of the inning. I think Trent's missing his dog.
Now Will Fulton here. I think it's the first time in a couple of innings Canterbury got a base runner on, so looking to advance.
Roberts misses outside. And
he's throwing well tonight here, Tommy.
sounds pretty tasty, this cocktail we're talking about here, Johnny.
Yeah, Danny from South Carolina. It's not a chocolate Toblerone. You might want to try that again.
Okay, Michelle from Yarramundi. No, it's not an illusion.
Tommy Fraser Bender in there for a strike. Both dugouts seem to get in a bit more vocal now, getting to the end of the game.
Okay, we've got Nicole from Moralia saying, is it a Harvey Wallbanger? No, close, but not quite. Haven't got the money there, Nicole.
And Tommy misses outside there. Looks like to me Guy Edmonds is in the Canterbury bullpen rolling his arm over.
Bottom of the 8th here, 1 out. A runner in scoring position as Roberts checks on him over at 1. There's an infield fly, but only a runner on 1. Matty Bennett's calling everyone off for the second out of the inning. We've got Renee from Round Corner asking, let's read what Renee from Round Corner's just said. Pretty sure it's not that drink, Renee.
No, that's not a squash frog.
We've got a winner. We've got a winner. Brett Piper's come in. A Nippery Slipple. That's it. You've got it, Brett. Saw Brett at the Winston Hills earlier today. They were celebrating a grand final win. Where else would you want to go?
Good pub, that. Good food.
Shout out to the good people at the Winstow. Edmonds fouls that one off. Swinging an old hickory. We were just talking about, it's got to be a 34-inch old hickory. We were talking about old hickory are known for feeling light, you know, and you'd pick that Guy would be after a heavier bat, which had a few of the players talking about.
Tommy Roberts.
Wow.
Tommy Roberts there picks him off. And they're now questioning the call here for the umpires asking for help.
Baulkham Hills are off. This will be reversed, I have no doubt. No doubt in my mind this has been reversed. And Jason Spurway, no, he's dropped the ball. Jason Spurway, he's overridden the first base. Spurway's overridden first base, and rightly so. The ball was on the ground. A lot of chatter from the stands here. The right call was made there, no doubt, Johnny. What did you get a good view of it?
Yeah, I thought the right call is there.
And that Edmund hits into a fielder's choice.
Welcome back here to Bop and around the grounds out at the old Chocolate Milk Stadium. Penny Panthers are up 24-0. Looks like a long flight home for the Cowboys.
It does look like that. A very long flight home for the Cowboys. Hello, Sue. Sue Burns is walking by, giving us a pat. On her way to the bar, no doubt, down there. And what did I call? I've called it early on the Cowboys.
Yeah. Top 9 here, Baulkham Hills. Up to
top of 9. Geez, this game's gone whistled by as Yates steals one that misses.
3 chances left so far, and they got Percy up, followed by Ranieri.
Yates steals inside, inside corner for a strike.
Good lead off to have here.
All of a sudden, the crowd's come alive here at Rudy Hill.
Good to see another sellout here at Bop tonight, like 2,000 people.
2,000 viewers. We're having a look at the viewers. Yes, we've topped there. Topping 1,200 viewers at the moment, which is pretty good for a Saturday night. A lot of people off to the movies, you know. Post-COVID, there's a broken bat comeback and a barehander by Yates over to Edmonds. And I think he'll be buying a new bat from Red Stitches there.
Yeah, and no discount probably given him tonight. Fallen short, I think he's done from 4. Be disappointed with that sort of approach.
Well, it was a good approach. He's pretty aggressive. He's just got jammed, you know.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're a bit of a results-driven business here, Cord, and
you're saying it wasn't good enough. I'm saying he put in a top effort there. You're saying it wasn't good enough. Let me clarify that, Johnny.
Yeah, I'm saying that at the end of the day, statistics, none from 4.
He's hit none for 4 tonight. That's shocking. Oh, well, no, not shocking, but Ranieri foul tips one. None for 4, but okay.
Sporting a great mate, though, so...
Yeah, but there hasn't been many hits tonight, Johnny, so in fairness, the context of the game, this infield from the Vikings has been pretty awesome. Yates misses low and out. Spurway
give
did
credit to their 2 pitchers too. Jake Foster and Yates, they've been dealing out there.
Yeah. Spurway, I don't think he liked that out of the hand because it looked pretty good. But
the crowd's starting to get a bit wild and loose now. Might be last drinks at the bar for some of them down there.
Because if you're stuck through us through this coverage, like we've had an NRL, we've been competing against NRL all day, and people have been. I know the chat room's been alive, and people have been listening in, and thank you for your patronage. And Yates steals, misses low. Say a little bit of work's going to have to be done on the mound before the covers come on after this game. So if you're here and listening in, hang around. We need a little bit of... got to get the Kerry out, Kerry packer, and pack a bit of the Dolomite down on the mound.
Ranieri goes down in strikes. Yates is in a bit of his groove now, dealing there on the mound. Baulkham Hills down to their final out if we don't go into extras.
Of course, we must. This is state league. There's no muck around rule or whatever they do call it a different rule, but the muck around rule. There's no muck around rule. No runners put on in this league. We just go into extra digs. It's lined out to Trent D'Antonio to end the inning. Welcome back to Rudy Hill. The chat room's come alive in the bottom of the ninth. Stephen Dredge, international tiebreaker rule. No such thing. We're in Australia, mate. We are just playing extra digs.
And unfortunately, COVID shut that rule down, so...
Believe so. So Tommy Roberts remains on the mound for Baulkham Hills.
Up the bat, you got Jackson White here.
Robert Steele's outside. This is White, is it? Or who's in the box here?
Yeah, this is Jackson White.
Jackson White. Chat room's just asking. We've got someone texting in. They're not in the chat room. They're on their PC and they're trying to get into the chat room. And we'll just ask Jared Salmon, our technical guy, how can we get into the chat room off a PC, mate?
Really simple. You hold down Alt, Control, and Delete.
The other thing, viewers, too, if you can't get into the chat room, is just ask Siri for help. Ask Siri, get into the chat room. Jacko's lined that one in to the field. He's going to turn hard and doesn't take on the arm.
He's got a Lara Bingle on that one. Okay, the chap who's just on his PC, Stephen from Kellyville, has said that the Control Alt Delete doesn't work, isn't getting him into the chat room. We'll get back to you, Stephen from Kellyville, shortly.
Up the bat, BK here.
Kingman gets rung up on one outside to the disappointment of the crowd. Beaver from Castle Hill's come in, and Beaver from Castle Hill is asking, what time's the game tomorrow? Well, that's a bit presumptuous. This game isn't over, and I've got no idea. Johnny, have you got any idea if it's a third game, what time it's on?
Third game would be 6:30. Depending on who plays before him, we could start at 8 o'clock tomorrow night. Nah, it'd be more than likely a 6:30
It's a base
game.
hit. Zach Shepherd snow cones it, and Kingman advances the runner into a scoring position with one out. Zach Shepherd charged that ball, snow coned it, and made the out. It was a good play. Of course, White's advanced to second base, and now we have Jake Burns, the right fielder, in the box.
Oh, the chat room's lining up there. Two guys from China. Looks like...
Can you say that in the... Burns fouls one off.
No, it's nice to have an international audience.
It is. It's very good to have the international audience. I think that ball might have ended up in the back of my Isuzu. My D-Max Isuzu.
Big shout out there to Sue Ridge from Kellyville.
Burns did well to lay off that one. This could be ball game here. A base hit and we have a ball game. Tommy Roberts needs 2 outs to get out of here. He's in a bit of a jam. Roberts gets set and deals. with the bender that's fouled off by Burns. Burns slanted on the pizza.
Right
Which one
on
is
the
it?
pepperoni.
It's missed the meat lovers, and it's on the pepperoni.
Jack Burns in the box has the opportunity to hit a walk-off here. One dead. Jackson White at 2.
Robert Steels. Oh, and hits him.
Oh.
Puts him on. So we've got runners on 1 and 2 with 1 out. Oh, first and second base. I apologise to that chap who keeps getting into the chat room and saying it's not first and second, it's first and second base. Doesn't like me shortening it. It's the fella who keeps washing his lawn on a Saturday. Robert Steels, fouled off by Charby. Bit of a clutch at bat here with 1 out. Could easily get it hit into a double play, could easily hit the winning runs. Robert Steels, and that's fouled off, that's wasted, that's on top of the bar.
That's gone into the crowd and 100 people just started running for it. One lucky kid's come away with a game ball.
What a pressure cooker, Johnny. This is very stressful.
Well, slowly now the pressure's shifted to Baulkham Hills here with the winning run at second.
Robert Steels outside. Charby fouls it off, staying alive. He's behind in the count, no balls, 2 strikes. Because Roberts is pretty wary not to put one in the dirt. Doesn't want these. He doesn't want to take the force off. That's one thing that he wouldn't want to happen. Robert Steels the bender, and it's in the dirt.
The batter's out.
Batter's out.
And the runners are at 2 and 3 here. Number 9 up, Blair.
Umpire on first base. That's a good call, calling him out. He was walking over to first base. This is the DH, Blair Turnbull.
Is he related to Malcolm?
I don't know. I don't know if Blair's related to Malcolm. Robert steals a bender for a strike. Winning runs on Jackson White down there on third base with 2 out. Robert steals a bender for a strike, and Blair Turnbull. 2 standing Ks on him. Let's see what this is going to be. High heat I'm going, Johnny. Where are you going?
Yeah, I'm going another bender.
There's a ground ball over to 1. Flip to Tommy Roberts, and that's the side away. We're going to extras here at Blacktown International Sports Park.
welcome back here to Bop. Extra innings now, top 10. We have Lee McCallum in the box against Yates. Yates has been dealing so far. McCallum taking one inside. Crowd's starting to get a bit boisterous. Mack had taken strike one, 3 balls, 1 strike. He might be taking this one as well. Knowing the situation and who's up to back next, Eunice, I wouldn't be surprised here.
What are we going to do here, Johnny? We're going to put one down?
If I'm coaching, I'm bunting, mate.
Hey?
I'm bunting.
Classic. No,
Yep.
not a classic. Well, it is really.
We've got Jacob Eunice next in the box, and I'll be backing him or Zach to score him from 2.
We were lucky to get out of that last inning, I thought.
Very lucky, mate.
These 2 young kids who are Canterbury tonight, mate, have been exceptional.
Mate, they've been great. Just gave a massive tip to Yatesy there. Still ever since he's come on.
Yeah.
There's a lack of execution there, I thought there, Don.
Yeah.
This part of the game.
Well, mate, I've said it before. If you're going to bunt, you got to know how to do it.
And both teams have both had their opportunities. Runners on. Baulkham Hills out hitting Canterbury so far 7-5.
That's a great bunt.
And he
That
might
is
get
a great
there
bunt.
safe. Now there's another classic bunt situation here. Runners at 1 and 2, none out.
And then we got up the bat.
Jakey.
Then we got up the hit, right? So what do you do here? What do you do?
Unfortunately, if I'm coaching Don, I'm bunting him. He's been unlucky. 2 double plays he's hit into.
Yeah.
You might have to take the bat
mate.
out of his hands.
So you're right. In this situation, at this part of the game, I agree. Totally agree. But let's see.
Jacob Eunice putting down a great bunt there to push the runners to 2 and 3.
So what do you do here, mate? Double plays off. Got to score a run. What are we doing? Squeeze on? Hey?
I wouldn't mind putting another bunt down. Back it up. He's got some bit of speed in the box.
Well, you got to get one across the plate, then shut him out. So anyway, who we got running? McCallum running.
Riley Watson at second. So a little bit of
Maguire's
wheels on the
due
base.
or overdue for a hit, mate. No, I don't know what. I don't know what the coaches are thinking here, but anyway. We probably don't need a double play situation here, Johnny. How did the man that knows everything about baseball go? Was he happy to get back on the mic, or was he good? He's fitted back into that chair pretty well down there. I had a look at it on my way back. There was a big dent in it.
Nice pitch there by Yates inside. I think if I'm still coaching here, Donny, I'm putting the bunt on. I want to score at least one.
That's exactly right. Like you got to try and win the game. Anyway.
What are you doing here, Donny? What would you do?
Well, to win the game, I would do exactly that. But McCallum, dear oh dear.
Did he freeze down the line?
He did freeze down the running line. That's why I went, and then poor old Rocky Yates failed to pick it up. Wow.
That could have been disastrous.
That was disaster. If he picks that ball up, that is disastrous for Baulkham Hills. Anyway. And why Watson is... Riley was on one, wasn't he, before? Cool. I don't think Mark Maguire drinks either. He's having a bit of fun up there, though, eh? Come to life. Hey? Well, he's on the mic, and Courtney stitched him up a few weeks ago. So. Shep's hit two long balls, hasn't he? Last two at bats. He hit one basically to centre and one to left. So got caught on the warning track. But they're camped out there. So all he needs to do is just punch one through a gap, and Watson scores from two.
Baulkham Hills lead 2-1.
Probably in a position to score more runs than that. Yeah. Like whilst the bunt was well executed, we still had an opportunity to get another run for a bit of insurance, because against this lineup, one run to me is not enough. Yeah. Anyway, see how we go. Okay, welcome back for the bottom of the 10th inning. I wouldn't say I would not have predicted this game to go extras, mate, but that's where we are, and we've had a change on the mound. Toby Roberts has been replaced by Zach Shepherd, and Mitch Ellison has come into play third base. So the Vikings, top of their lineup, mate. Let's see what they can do.
Yeah, this is a great spot
looks
to
at
be
the
in.
first one.
Pearly, Dan Antonio, then Fulton and Guy Edmonds. This is
Yep, no, it's a challenge.
It's who you want
for sure. Oh, if you're Canterbury, this is who you want. My word.
Oh.
There you get it.
Phil Hammer's come out here to question the.
Can we see it? Oh, we can't see it back, can we? So here we go, mate. We have a very similar situation to what we had. You've got probably one of the best hitters in the league in the box, like Eunice, and you've got a classic. They've got to get a run. You've got a runner on one. What are we doing?
I'm bunting, mate. Playing the percentage baseball. What are you doing, Donny?
You're bunting. You got to bunt. He's not. He's hitting, no.
And it looks like McCallum's out there. Great catch there.
What a great catch. What a great catch.
He's pumped. He's pumped out there, Macca.
What a unbelievable catch. That was hit hard and that carried. Huh? Yeah. They obviously didn't want to bunt, mate. That was smashed. That was a great catch. Look, I mean, you said, or talking to Jared here, you said that Shep went and warmed up, yeah? Yeah, okay. Well, I would think so.
There's another hard hit ball, but it looks like out there Riley Watson's camping under it.
Two
dead.
Two dead. But, boys, when you got this man walking into the box,
he can hit the long
Shepard's
ball.
been hit hard the last two. Well, you might. What will Baulkham Hills do here? What a great matchup, though, to, potentially finish the game. Edmonds versus Shepherd. I don't think Guy would have faced Zach ever. Anyway, let's see what happens here. Shep throws one inside.
That was Guy's pitch there. He knew he missed it. That was his.
Was that the taster? Eh? He only just missed that too, by the way.
And I reckon watch this, Donny. Zach's going to come with his bender there.
Set him up, you reckon? I agree. He did just that, but it was a little bit high outside, yeah?
Geez, and guys would almost be licking his lips with this count 2-1. I think he's going to come with a fastball, challenge him.
He went. Yeah. He went. Yeah. What's he come back here with, mate? Try it again.
I'm going to try it again.
There it is, down the chute. Pretty good game of baseball, really. I've got to, take my hat off to those two young boys that threw. I think us going into this game, if we knew those two boys were going to throw, we'd have been licking our lips. But anyway, unlucky to the Vikings, a good game, and congratulations to our boys. So we won't see you tomorrow. We can have a day off, Jared. Yeah, all good.
We'll see you all back
so
here
we'll
next,
see you
Wednesday
back here
night.
next week, I hope. So over and out from the Baulkham Hills Baseball Club.